Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my worst purchases of 2021. I've previously done a video where I show you my favorite products from each category, and for today I'm just guys, you know, these chickens, they're just something else. There are a few chickens in some pens right outside my window. What can I say? Anyways, I looked back at all of my purchases from 2021 and started to pick out which ones didn't work out for me. I would like to preface that it's not necessarily that they're horrible products, but they definitely are products that I probably could have saved some money on. So if you're interested in what these products are, I hope you decide to stay tuned. We're gonna get straight into it. Starting off with the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put it somewhere up here. This is not a bad bronzer. I actually think it's fairly good. Minimal to no kick up. It's a perfect everyday shade. It's neutral. Maybe I had just glossed over the fact that it smells like coconut, and I really try my best to steer away from products that smell like coconut. For one, I don't like coconut scented things, and secondly, I have very sensitive nose, so it can really like flare up my sinuses, and every time I use it I find that I'm feeling that way. I feel a little like icky about having to use it. If I could just get rid of the scent, I would be so happy with the product. There's a lot in the pan, and again, I really enjoy it, but I cannot get over the scent. I can say the same for the NARS Sunkissed Bronzing Cream, but I love that way more, that I'm able to just kind of get over the fact that it smells so heavily of like tropical coconutness, and I really don't like that scent. But with this particular bronzer, I can't say I love it that much to where I'm willing to forego the scent and not care too much about it. So I wish the scent was different, but it's not, so I do kind of regret the fact that I purchased it. Product number 2, don't hate me for this one, but the Fenty Gloss Bomb. The only shade that I tried was the Diamond Milk, which was a creamy, very glittery shade, and hear me out, it's not horrible. I've tried far stickier lip glosses, but when I tried the Pat McGrath lip gloss, I got rid of this one. I feel like Pat McGrath's formulation is more up my alley. The thinner the lip gloss, the better for me, and I felt like the Fenty one was it was slightly a bit too thick. But I will say this, it is one of the best like tasting lip glosses. Not that you eat lip glosses, but you do taste it when you put it on your mouth. I don't really like the scent of vanilla. It doesn't like pull me in, but the starbursty taste of the Fenty Gloss Bomb is absolutely amazing. But let me reiterate, not a bad lip gloss, I just prefer the Pat McGrath formulation. Number 3 on the list is the Natasha Denona Mini Nude Palette. This was my first go at Natasha Denona, and I will admit I wasn't very impressed. And I've spoken about this quite a bit at length, where I was saying that I don't get the hype of Natasha Denona after trying this palette, and this color story was the one that spoke to me the most. I didn't like it. I ended up decluttering it, and then I ended up getting the, I believe it's the Zendo palette, and then now I have the Biba palette, and then I'll be showing you in a future haul. I ended up getting the retro palette. This palette is amazing. Biba is amazing, but the Mini Glam threw me off. I was pretty much set in my ways that I wasn't gonna try Natasha Denona, let alone buy a $129 palette. But I had a couple people tell me in the comments that you really have to find the right Natasha Denona palette because they're not all made the same. And so I tried this one, love it. And so I told myself, Biba, we're gonna get Biba next. Love the Biba palette. It's really, really good stuff, but I would not recommend the Mini Nude palette. Wasn't my favorite. All right, this next product is a hate product. This is the KKW Nude Cream Lipsticks. Maybe I got bad ones, but I did get 2 different shades. They both tasted the same, and it's this old Crayola bad lipstick. So you know when lipsticks go bad, rancid? That's exactly what it tasted like, and it was brand new. They're horrible. I'm sorry, I just can't recommend that lipstick whatsoever. I'm so happy that she's decided to like rebrand herself, and hopefully she reformulate some stuff, because if that's what she's selling to some people, no thank you. Next up, we have the Morphe Soft Focus Foundation. I know a lot of people enjoy this foundation. It just didn't work out for me, most especially the way it sits on my nose and just how streaky it is on my skin. Maybe the formulation is just, it's not jiving well with my type of skin, but it really wasn't all that great, and I have ended up decluttering it. I know that someone would be willing to take that off my hands. I have someone in mind, but it really didn't work out for me, and it's a little unfortunate because it is a more affordable foundation. But yeah, it was just meh. Next up, we have the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush, and I had it in the shade Blushing Berry. The shade itself was a bit too dark for my liking. If I do end up getting a deeper blush, I prefer it in the powder formula. I find that it's a lot easier to blend out. But in addition to that, this was more of a balmier texture as opposed to cream. So the way that it laid on the skin gave me more of like a Glossier Tower 28 vibe, but even balmier, because I have the Tower 28 bronzer and blush, and I feel it still packs a little bit more pigment than the Milani one did, which is so sad because I was so hyped for that blush. But yeah, the Milani one just didn't end up working out for me. Very oily skin, so I knew that it wasn't something that I could always go to and rely on to be long wearing. So I ended up decluttering it, but I believe my friend is making really good use out of it, so I'm happy with that. Okay, this one is a hate. It's probably at the same marker as the KKW Nude lipsticks, the Milani Weekend Brow Pen. This is in the shade Medium Brown. If you follow me, you know how much I hate that product. It's not even brown. It's like red. It's red, it's watery, and it leaks really, really bad. Now, I have the NYX brow pen on standby. I've used it before, but I'm really trying to get through my ABH brow pen right now. The NYX one is like far superior to the Milani one. Do not, if you're thinking of getting the Milani brow pen in medium brown and you have like similar hair color, brow color to me, you're not gonna like this. It is red. If you use it underneath or over any brow wax, it's a losing battle. It really sucks. And when it leaked, I was like, oh, perfect opportunity. Chucked it. I was the happiest gal alive because that's how bad it is. I hate this product. Thank God it is out of my life forever. NYX Bear With Me Jelly Primer. I've talked about this as well. It has been decluttered. It's good at hydrating, but it's very short-lived. It has a great cooling sensation, but it doesn't do anything as far as priming the skin. It literally goes on like water. It's refreshing for a couple seconds and then it's like nothing. It's not tacky, and I was hoping that it was going to be an affordable option for the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I've heard people say that it was. It's not. It's not at all. So I'm waiting on the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's going to be a much better dupe to the Milk Hydro Grip Primer because it's so expensive. But the NYX one unfortunately did not work out for me. Don't hate it, it's just I was expecting it to be a dupe for something and it wasn't. And lastly, I have the ABH Brow Freeze. When this came out, I was ecstatic. I jumped on that thing so quickly, and it's unfortunate that I didn't end up liking it. I have very stubborn brows. They're not thick, they're not, full, but they lay a certain way and they want to stay in that position all the time. So I need something that's able to mold my brows in a direction that it doesn't normally go in when I choose to do a more feathered looking brow. So I ended up buying this $7, you heard me right, $7 got to be glued, what is it called, spiking glue. This holds my brows 10 times better than the ABH one does, and I know so many people love the ABH one. Not taking away from anyone that enjoys it. I think it's a lot less messier than dealing with this tube. However, this is able to lay down my brows in an upward position where it normally wants to go out this way. Yeah, I think I've done my brow routine or 3 ways I do my brows. If I remember, I will link that down below, and there I end up showing you how I use this product. But yeah, unfortunately ABH didn't work out for me, and I'm glad because I found a cheaper option, which is very rare. I usually end up liking the more expensive stuff, but this time around I was able to find something much better for far less. And that is it. Those are my worst purchases of 2021. Again, not many hates, but considering all the purchases that I've made this year, which is quite a bit in comparison to previous years, I'm thoroughly impressed that this list isn't as long as I thought it would have been. So thank you so much for joining me in this video. More videos to come. Obviously, I'm back at it to filming, and again, I wanted to say thank you for those of you guys who have reached out to me and send me and my family well wishes. It really means a lot. We're doing well. We're back to normal way of life, and just being cautious with the way we interact with other people for their benefit and ours. If you guys are interested in this makeup look, be sure to check me out on Instagram. That is where I post all of my makeup looks along with all the products in the caption. So if you're interested, be sure to check out the first link in the description box down below. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.